Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Tony Jacobson, author of Disable Your Disability, healthy living coach, certified personal trainer, empowerment speaker. I am all of those things, and welcome to the video. It's Monday night, and I wanted to do a quick video. I do some live videos over on Facebook, and if we're not connected there, please come over and find me on Facebook. I'd really love to be connected with you on there. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me and being part of this channel. I really appreciate it. The channel's really started to blow up this last year, and I'm expecting 2018 to just be exponential and get so many more subscribers and do so much more content for you guys. So I'm really excited. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing because I disabled my disability. I have osteogenesis imperfecta, it's brittle bones. I disabled my disability, and I don't mean I got rid of it, but I embraced it. And I found ways to overcome the frustrations of just feeling unhealthy and feeling like I can't get things done. And I wrote a book about it. Link is in the description. And that's what my channel is all about. It's about living a healthy, happy, high-powered life, and I make videos that are all about that. So if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing wherever the button is right now. Please click that and subscribe. Tonight, I just wanted to, in this video, I'm just going to go over 3 things that I feel you can eliminate from your life in order to start living a healthy lifestyle. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is because when we come into the new year, a lot of people think that they have to start adding things to their life in order to start living a healthy lifestyle. So, people make resolutions, people make goals for themselves. They should be making goals, not resolutions. That's a whole nother video. And you can see those videos if you go back on my if you go back on my channel and see those. But a lot of people make goals and they make resolutions, and what happens is they start to think about what they need to add to their life in order to make those things happen. So they think they need to add a gym membership, or they need to add time, or they need to add a whole new refrigerator of food because they have to buy a bunch of healthy food. And these are all great things, but I think what happens is a lot of the time is people get stuck because those things are overwhelming. There's a lot of, it's very overwhelming to truly make a transition in life to a healthy lifestyle. Because like I always tell people, when you make a transition into a healthy lifestyle, you are truly becoming a new person. You're not the same person that you were before the transformation. And in order to go from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle, it is a transformation. It is becoming somebody that you don't even know yourself yet, right? It's becoming a completely different person. And to do that is overwhelming. I mean, just the thought of it, if you haven't done it, like I've done it, so I understand what it takes. But if you haven't done it, that thought alone can be very overwhelming. And so these are some things that I just thought about this last week because we're still at the beginning of the year, and I thought about, well, what could you take away from your life in order to start living healthy, as opposed to adding to your life? Because adding to your life could feel overwhelming at times, and taking away or eliminating from your life can be a lot easier. So let's start. The first thing, number one, is, let me see if I can do this. Okay, what to take away from your life. Now, it's going to be backwards. Hopefully it'll show right when the video plays. Okay, the number one thing is you want to take away bad food choices. All right? So bad food choices. That's something that you need to eliminate right now. You know what your bad food choices are. You know what you're eating right now that is not good for you, right? So start to eliminate those things. When it comes to eating a healthy life, that's the first thing that I want you to do, to eliminate from your life. Because when you do that, when you eliminate that food choice from your life, what you do is not only you're going to start feeling better, but you're allowing space for the positive food to come. So you're just kind of opening up the space around you, right? You're getting rid of that bad food. Your body's going to start to adjust, and then you're going to start to see and really want those good food choices, right? And then it'll be easier for you to start to pick up on healthier ideas, healthier food items that you can eat. So that's the first thing that you can do. You can start to eliminate from your life is bad food choices. All right, number 2. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Number 2. That's fine. Let me take this pen off. Number 2 is eliminating negative influences. Can you all see that? Number one was bad food choices. Number two, eliminate negative influences. Now, negative influences can be people, places, and things. Really, I'm talking about people when I talk about the negative influences. Now, you may not realize if you're living an unhealthy lifestyle right now, and if you just feel sick all the time, and you can't do things physically that you want to do, you have a disability that keeps you from doing things physically actively. There's people around you that are possibly enabling your unhealthy lifestyle, and it's to no fault on them. Okay, it's not their fault necessarily. They're just doing what they feel is best, or they may not even know how to live a healthy lifestyle themselves. This could be your spouse or significant other. It could be your close family. It can be your friends. um, Before I went through my transformation, and as I was going into it, I had a lot of negative influences in my life. I had my wife, luckily, was not. She was a positive influence, and she's my best friend. She's my closest confidant. So like, I was very, very lucky to be able to have her be a positive influence, because she does live a healthy lifestyle, and she was always there for me. But beyond my wife, and as we started to expand into like friendships and other families, other family members, there were people that would just enable like my healthy lifestyle, my unhealthy lifestyle. These are people that only want to go out and eat at places that don't have vegetables on the menu. These are places that literally have like peas and carrots as their veggie on their menu. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a veggie. That's not healthy at all. That doesn't count, people. So like, people will just want you to go and eat at a place like that. There's people that that maybe you just go out and drink with them. You go out to a club with them. You go out, you're in an environment where you're smoking and you're drinking and you're doing stuff that's unhealthy. There's people that, straight up are just negative around you. They're always complaining about something, or they're just literally, they always just have a negative comment or a negative spin on life. These are going to be people that you want to start eliminating or reducing from your life, okay? Now, it's not permanent. I'm not saying that you got to like chop them out of your life completely. There's certain people that do qualify for that, but for the most part, it's not. People will come back into your life that are supposed to be there, but you have to start eliminating these people, because what happens is a lot of people say, well, I just need to find positive influences. So they look for certain people to follow on social media, or they start to look for books on self development that they want to read or they think they should read. And you know, you can start doing that, but if you still have all this negative foundation going into that, you're not going to find the right people that are going to be the positive influences on you. Okay, so that's the biggest point about this, is by eliminating the negative influences in your life. Again, you're creating space. You're creating space for your soul, for your mind, to allow the correct positive influences to come into your life. Because once you start eliminating those people, places, and things, you're going to see that all of a sudden people are around you that want to talk about eating right. They're going to invite you to places that are, healthy. They're going to talk about exercise and being active. They're going to talk about positive things and ideas and uplifting people. That's a whole different world when you start to eliminate negative stuff. So when you're trying to find the positive, it can be, again, very overwhelming. Like right now, there's a huge wave of self-development, self-improvement books that they just put a cuss word in the title. And, like, I have a self-improvement book, Disable Your Disability. And, I think it's a great book. And it contains a lot of, the same through line or message of having resilience and overcoming that a lot of these other books do. But these other books are getting the shine because they have a cuss word in the title. And it blows my mind that those are the most popular books. And a lot of people will just automatically go to them if they have a lot of negative influence still, and maybe that book's not for them. Maybe they need to read my book. Maybe they need to read another person's book, like Tony Robbins. I would say read a Tony Robbins book before you read anybody's book. But maybe you're not going to go to that because you have this negative kind of vibe, and then you see this book that has like a cuss word in the title, so you read that. and that's not the book that you're supposed to read, right? So it could be the book for you, but what I'm saying is more than likely it may not be. And I think what's important is to just clear out the negative energy so that you can make space for the positive energy. So think about that. Eliminate negative influences. Okay, here we go. Number 3. We had what to take away from your life. We had bad food choices, negative influences, and last but not least, we have eliminating TV, computer, and device time, collectively known as technology time. This is a crazy one to think about. I mean, even for me, as I was writing it, and I talked about it in a couple other videos earlier on Facebook, and it's just crazy every time I talk about it because I am addicted to my technology. I mean, a lot of my work is done through technology. This right here, as a YouTuber and as a creator on YouTube, I spend time with technology, with my camera, with my phone, with my computer, editing and just working on my YouTube channel to make it grow and to get out to more people. And so it's tough when I say to people and to myself, so this is one for me too, how do I eliminate TV, computer, and device time? For sure, TV, that's a pretty easy one for a lot of people now because a lot of people binge watch. We do streaming. I know I do streaming with my wife. We're very selective on what we watch, and we very little like broadcast kind of TV watching. So there's not too much wasted there. But there is a lot of like social media trolling, like where it's just kind of like you're just looking at stuff. You're not even interacting. You're just kind of scrolling through feeds, maybe liking a thing here or there, commenting, etc. A lot of what I do for work involves that, so I do spend time, but I've been able to limit it to work hours, For someone that doesn't work in the same kind of realm that I work in, you can get lost with these devices and with this technology when it comes time to get ready for bed or when it's, later at night or early in the morning when you first wake up. Now, what happens when you eliminate or reduce those things? You're actually making time to exercise. You're taking time to spend quality time on your healthy lifestyle. And that's the point that I'm making here. Again, you don't find time, you make time. And I think a lot of people coming into the new year, they say, well, I have to find time to work out, or I have to find time to be healthy. And it's not finding the time. You're not going to find it anywhere. You have to make the time. You have to make it a priority, and you have to eliminate things from your life that are wasting time. And straight up, TV, computers, and your mobile device, and social media specifically, can be time wastes. Time sucks, right? They can suck the time away from you quickly. Now, again, for me, even it's tough to say I'm going to eliminate it, so I'm going to reduce it as much as possible, and I have. Another area of it is email. Now, I read The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and he suggests checking email twice a day in that book. So I started doing that at the time. This was a few years back, and it's magnificent. It's awesome. Oh my God, it's amazing. Getting Things Done also. That's another great book. Checking email only, selectively during the day. That's very important because we can get lost in email. Just checking to see if new emails are coming, and you can get lost in the technology of email. Again, if your job entails it, if you have to be in email, like how can you kind of shift that around? I challenge you to think of ways that you can shift that so that you can make the time to spend on your healthy lifestyle. Because with the time that you make, it's not only time to work out, it's time to make a shopping list, right? It's time to learn how to cook something that's healthier. These are things that take time to learn. So why not make time for those things? And you're going to see that you're going to get healthier by just making the time for those things. So those are the 3 things that you can eliminate or reduce. Really eliminate if you can, but reduce if you must. These are them. Number 1 is your bad food choices. Number 2 is negative influences in your life. And number 3 is your technology time. All right? So, what are some things that you feel you could eliminate from your life right now in order to start feeling healthier, to start living a healthier lifestyle? Please comment below. Let me know what you think, okay? And again, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. I try and do live videos, but a lot of stuff I'm doing is produced. I go back and forth, so you get a lot of different content here. So consider subscribing. Give me that thumbs up if you found value and enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends if you'd like. I really appreciate it. And that's it for now. Remember to eat right, get moving, and get your mind straight. Because with those three things working together, you can and will live the healthy life you deserve. And everybody, every single person on this planet deserves to be healthy. If you have a disability, if you have an adversity, if you have something holding you back, an obstacle keeping that's in your way, it doesn't matter. You deserve to be healthy. Remember that, all right? We'll see you next time. Peace out.